CFFC 143, a week away on June 6th in the main event, defending his CFFC flyweight belt, Bilal Hasan. Bilal, my man, how we doing?
Amazing, brother. I actually just got done doing another interview with John Morgan. I was actually at the
Go.
ocean. Yep, it's a beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. Every time we get on these interviews, man, it's always such good weather. So I'm sad that I didn't get to be in the ocean during this one. But yeah, I just got done with like a 2.5 mile run, something light, and then I went to the ocean to do a little cold plunge. I love it. The ocean's nice and cold over here in the Pacific Northwest, but it's perfect right after a run and the sun's out. It's about 70 degrees. It's the perfect temperature, man.
You dive in and raw dog any crabs today?
Dude, you know it. We actually did find another crab. Actually, my boy, Great Ebony Eddie, he actually bit into a crab, but not me this time. I actually licked the jellyfish though, so I'll be posting that later.
Bro, what is that? Is that like scorpion venom? Is that like a supplement? What's that?
Yeah, it's the secret supplement. It's like you know how Paula Costa has a secret juice.
Is that your
Mine's straight
secret
from the
juice?
sea. Yep, it's straight from the sea.
You're an animal, bro. Well, hey, I'm excited to see what the hell it does to you next week in the fight, man. But before we get to that, I'm very curious. We haven't talked since February, since the first title defense. So what you been up to? Anything exciting or just training?
Yeah, that's about it, man. Just training. Then, on the side, dude, that's the thing, man. When I don't have a fight coming up, I like to, I like to branch out and do different things. And so when I don't have a fight, I get a little wild. So I do a couple couple crazy things. But when I'm in fight camp, I'm dialed. And yeah, I'm focused on this next fight. Can't believe it's that short of a turnaround from February to now. It just feels
Flew
like a
by.
season. Yeah, flew by like this. And so it feels like a season, and I'm just grateful to be in this position again and have another fight coming up.
Does this Jason Eastman fight excite you? What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, it really, really does excite me. I think his record looks good on my resume. You know, he's a veteran. He's got more fights than me. He trains at a solid team, at American Top Team, and so it excites me, man. I think this is one of the fights that are going to push me to the next level. And what I need right now is just experience, man. And so I'm so excited to just get in there and display another side of my skill set.
And I mean, let's talk about the stylistic matchup. Is this as simple as people are saying, a striker versus grappler, or is there more to this story?
I think there's definitely more, man. I think he's definitely a pretty well-rounded fighter. I think he's good everywhere, but he's not great. Yeah, I think he's good everywhere, but he's not like great anywhere. And so I think that's the perfect. I think that's the perfect opponent for me to showcase more of my skill set. I definitely want to, showcase more of my wrestling, my clinch. There's so many things that I haven't shown yet in the cage, and so that's ultimately one of my goals. Before I get into the quote unquote the big leagues.
So the singlet is not just for show. You've actually been working that wrestling a lot.
Yeah, yes, sir, dude. Actually, that's like one of our things now, Singlet Wednesdays. But I honestly just really love wearing the singlet. It's so comfortable, man. Like, dude, honestly, if CFFC let me fight in a singlet, I would.
Well, we can get you on a grappling card. That you can wear a singlet there.
That is true. That does sound really fun. That sounds like the perfect side quest for me too. A grappling match.
A little side quest before the UFC, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
even during.
Yeah, that is true. I'm all about the side quests, man.
And I mean, talk to me about this too, because like I'm just trying to think of where to phrase this question. I guess like, are you wanting, like, I ask you for predictions and you're very good at giving me predictions to the point where you tell me which freaking hand you're going to hit him with, and you do. So this time around, like, are you wanting another finish, or is there a part of you that like wants to see 4 or 5 rounds before you go to the UFC?
Yeah, that's honestly what I'm leaning towards. I want to get into the third, the fourth, the fifth round. But man, I wouldn't be surprised if I finish him in the first round too. But right now in my career, what I need is just more cage experience. And so that is what I'm leaning towards. I definitely want to showcase more of my skill set and also just show that I have the cardio, man.
Yeah. Now, when you were talking to John Morgan, I don't know if he asked you this, but I'll ask you anyways. Do you have a message you want relayed to Jason Eastman at all, your opponent?
That's actually a good question. No, John Morgan didn't ask me that, but I guess the message is, man, let's get ready for 25, man. Let's battle it out for 25. But I wouldn't be surprised if I finish him in the first or second.
Well, hey, man, I'm super excited for this fight. Always get excited for yours, but like you said, good opponent this time, man. Very excited to see how it plays out. And something I'm curious about, Are you considering this very good timing in terms of Dana White Contender Series starting up in a couple months too?
Yeah, I honestly didn't really think about that. I'm really focused on next Friday first. But yeah, we'll see. Dana White's Contender Series next doesn't sound too bad. But yeah, it all just depends on how I perform this fight. The thing is, man, is like even if I get a win, if I don't do it in a fashion that I'm planning to do then we'll see. Maybe not yet for the UFC or Dana White's Contender Series. Because the biggest thing, man, is that I'm young. And I just need to be patient with it, man. I have to develop, my skill set and just gain as much experience as I can because, man, the UFC, it really is. It's the highest. It's the cream of the crop, right? So it's next level. So I have to be fully prepared. But even though, I really do believe I'm top 15 in the world. And so right now it's just about gaining experience. That's all it is. But like you said, Dana White's wouldn't be too bad next.
And is this true that you actually got a call or conversations about the Ultimate Fighter and you just didn't do it? Like, is this part of the reason why?
Yeah, that's actually yeah, they did call me up for the Ultimate Fighter, but it was also timing as well. It was right after my fight in February and they wanted me to fly out the next week to start filming right away. And so it didn't really work out with our timeline. And overall, like me and my team, we just believed that, it wasn't really the right time for it. And so they just said, yeah, just take your time, be patient, and yeah, just keep getting as much experience as possible.
Well, hey, man, you, Eric Nolan, Luke Fernandez, Kyle Dawkins, there's a few names right now that are right there. So,
Yeah, they're killing it, man. I love seeing them perform as well.
oh, yeah, Cage Fury, man, I love all you guys, man. Great promotion with nothing but great athletes. And just while we're talking about UFC, would love your flyweight opinion on the flyweight belt, Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. How do you see that one go down?
Whoo! I got Pantoja, man. Pantoja for a reason. He is as tough as it gets, and he is insane.
You're frozen, so I'm just going to let it work itself out for a second.
Yeah, I think yeah. You're trying to connect to the Wi-Fi.
No, you're good. You're good.
Here, one second.
You're back.
Okay.
You're back. You just went through a dead zone.
Okay, good. Okay, perfect.
Do you mind giving me that answer though? Again, your prediction for KKF and Pantoja. Sorry.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got Pantoja, man. He is an absolute dog. And the thing is he will walk across the distance and just get in your face, and he will take punches. And he can dish him out as well. And he has great grappling. So that is a very very tough fight for Kai Kara France. He always has a puncher's chance, but at the end of the day, I got Pantoja, man. I see him being champion for a good amount of time.
Now, is Charlie's Combat Club officially going by C3 now? Because I saw that and I like that.
Mm-hmm. I think it's always been known as C3, which
It's new to me.
like
I'm
as well. Gotcha. Fair. But yeah, it does. Well, it's because it's Charlie's Combat and Club, so C3 always works. But I like saying it as well. It's just short and sweet, C3.
And I saw an article that every Friday, and I already knew you trained with Mighty Mouse, but I didn't know you went every Friday a 90-minute drive to go train with the flyweight goat. So that's still a thing this camp, and how's that been?
Yeah, it's been a thing, but it's been tough because he's been traveling so much. Like he was in the UK for 3 weeks. He was just over at Arizona training with Sugar Sean. And so yeah, whenever he's around town, he's still grinding till this day. And so whenever he's in town, man, I just hit him up. And usually at Fridays at 9 a.m. we make the drive. And the amount of knowledge and wisdom he gives me is absolutely incredible, man. I'm absolutely so grateful. And so it's definitely been a part of this camp, and I definitely hope to showcase a little bit of it this fight.
Now, has he ever told you anything, his opinion on where he thinks you stand in terms of going up against UFC guys, or you guys just shut up and train?
No, he tells me all the time, man, and it boosts my confidence through the roof. He's the GOAT, man. At the end of the day, the greatest of all time, and in my division. And he really believes in me, and he says right now, he's like, dude, you can fight in the UFC right now. And me and him always like, DJ, not yet, I'm still young. But he tells me, man, he's like, man, just keep doing what you're doing. Your striking is really good. We'll keep on working on your grappling and wrestling like we do. But he believes in my skill set, and that just gives me so much self-belief, man. I'm so grateful to have him as a mentor and ultimately as a friend at the end of the day as well.
Couple left, and I'll get you out of here, man. But
no worries, you're chilling.
First up, Eastman, like you said, he trains at American Top Team. You're at Charlie's Combat. Is there a little bit of an extra chip on your shoulder here that's like, I got to go out there and prove that my, small local gym, whatever you want to call it, is better than that super gym down in Florida. Like, is that on your mind at all?
Yeah, that's definitely on my mind as well. We're a very low key gym, but I believe, all my teammates, we don't have as many professional fighters, but a bunch of hungry amateurs and a couple of pros as well that I feel like are going to rise to the top soon. And so, yeah, there's definitely, I love beating these big gyms, man. It definitely puts a stamp with our gym, basically, man. It puts us on the map.
And you guys got some, like, 3-month-old, a couple-year-old Grangers in there ready to go too. The future's
Yes,
looking
sir.
bright.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're coming up, man, soon.
Love it, man. And then I'm curious too because we're on CFFC 143. That means coming up, I don't know, I'm trying to do the math. I guess later this year, CFFC 150. I'm looking at that as a milestone event. 150, that, like, we love the even numbers there, the hundreds, the 50s, the 300s, whatever it be. Is that an event if you're still in CFFC? You're like, yeah, I'd love to be on CFFC 150 for the history books.
For sure, man. One thing I've been thinking about the past couple months is that CFFC, the platform they've given me as just a regional professional fighter is absolutely insane. I'm honestly just so grateful for that, man. So they've treated me so well, and they've marketed me really, really well. As well. And so I'm just so grateful for that. And so, dude, I want to stay in CFFC as long as I can and just ride out my regional professional career with them as much as I can. And so, yeah, if that's in the book, if that's in the books, I wouldn't mind being in the history books with that.
And on the regional scene, like, I don't need to know specific names, but are there names that you're still like, that would be a good fight? Or are you kind of just at the point now where you're focused on the challenge ahead of you and looking forward to the next level of competition?
Yeah, I think that's what it is, man. I'm definitely looking forward to this next fight. I'm not looking past Jason Eastman, but after that, man, it's like, who else can I really get on the regional professional scene? I can't really think of any at the top of my head. So I'm really thinking about, UFC probably next, or we'll see, man.
The best regional I say regional, but neither of you guys are regional talent, but the best regional
Hmm.
flyweight fight to make is you and Phumi Nkuta. I don't know if that would ever happen or anything, but that would
Right,
be a
right.
banger, bro.
That would be a banger, but he'd probably just crotch sniff me the whole time.
He's a
So
wrestler.
yeah, he's a wrestler. So I mean, I wouldn't mind going 25 with them hugging my leg and me hitting his head at the same time. But it doesn't really excite me. But man, if later on down the line, I would love to do that. That's definitely a challenging fight. That's for sure.
That's a fight that deserves to happen in the UFC. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I agree with you.
And Bilal, man, before I get you out of here, you got fans everywhere. You got the entire country of Indonesia loving you, and way more beyond that. So any message for everybody out there ahead of the title defense?
Yeah, I mean, to all the people out there, thank you so much for the support. My fights, they're a performance from the start to the finish. So make sure you guys don't let your eyes off the screen. Stay tuned for the whole thing, baby. Enjoy the show.
If you've never seen a Bilal Hasan fight, I mean, one, you got to open your eyes because his highlights are everywhere. But two, I've never seen a man throw a kick like a jab before like this man does.
Let's
Excitement all
go.
the way. CFFC 143 next week. Bilal, best of luck, best of skill. Kick some ass, brother. All right.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Jake.